I think like my take on that, and this might be kind of controversial or even like possibly offensive, but there's a very small subset of the population who really is resistant to weight loss.
I have some random questions for you. Have you been like following this Ozempic? I think I'm pronouncing it right. Have you been following this? Have you done any research on any of these, like if they're GLP antagonist medications?
Oh, you mean like some semaglutide and some of the yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, and what do you think about all
I mean,
these?
like, so I've been a fan of blood glucose disposal agents for a long time, like the use of everything from like vinegar, apple cider vinegar, Ceylon cinnamon,
Yeah.
berberine, bitters, bitter melon extract, etc. I've been a fan of incorporating those, particularly before starch or alcohol-rich meals, for a long time to increase insulin sensitivity and decrease the blood glucose response to a meal. But this kind of like new surge of pharmaceutical agents or peptides or something like semaglutide to really decrease the blood glucose response to a meal, or even cause a shift in the incretin hormones that basically make you not want to eat or make you even like nauseous in response to foods that you would normally enjoy. It's they don't have, besides the nausea and occasionally a little bit of gastric upset, many side effects, and they can actually be incredibly helpful for people who have difficulty controlling their calorie intake or have difficulty uh, with certain food cravings. And I've seen people have a great deal of success using not just blood glucose disposal agents, but this newer surge of like GLP agonists. And so,
Yeah.
like, I haven't seen like years and years of long term human safety data behind them, but I mean, like, I have one friend right now who's taking it, and we'll go out to eat and go out to dinner, and he'll just like have like a salad, and like, and this is normally a guy who's like ordering all the steak and all the eggs and all the things and the bread and the butter, and like he doesn't even want that stuff. He actually can't. Like he'll throw up if he has it because he's using semaglutide. So, yeah, I mean they can be pretty powerful.
Interesting.
I'm personally like I love to exercise. I'm lean naturally. I'm a foodie and I love to eat. So for me, it'd be like torture to have to take something that would make me nauseous in response to eating.
Yeah,
But
totally.
man, if you got to lose weight, that could be super helpful.
Yeah. I swear, like whatever company is making this Ozempic drug, like we should all be buying shares right now because I feel like everyone is
Yeah,
trying to get this prescription. It's fascinating, but I agree. It's interesting. Maybe you'll have a take on this. I have a friend who's doing Ozempic too, and she's like, I feel kind of guilty. There's like this guilt about like, but she's someone who's by no means overweight, but has struggled to lose weight she can't budge the scale no matter what she does. Like if she ate nothing, she wouldn't be able to lose weight. And I feel like, man, life's short. Like if you're really struggling or you're obese, like we shouldn't be judging people if there's something available. I mean, whatever anybody wants to do, but it's an interesting time, I think.
yeah. I think like my take on that, and this might be kind of controversial or even like possibly offensive, but there's a very small subset of the population who really is resistant to weight loss and who really does have either a blood glucose response or hormonal response to a meal that dictates that they're just going to conserve calories no matter what. And they could use a little bit of help from science or pharmaceuticals to be able to control that. And this could apply to many other aspects of life. Like there's some people who they're just like wired up from a neurotransmitter standpoint, no matter what, to need to like freeze their credit cards and delete social media apps from their phone and do all the things to ensure that they just don't have anything around them that's going to result in them being tempted by a weakness because they just know that the willpower isn't there. Um, and I think that in a case like that, yeah, the special lock boxes that lock up your credit cards and the special apps that keep you from being able to access social media or the special browser functions that only allow you to ever visit one website, like those can be pretty good tools. I'm one of those guys who basically says or thinks that for most people, it's better to just, and again, this might be offensive for some people, but basically have self control and quit being a little bitch and basically just buckle down, like get in the cold shower, do the work, have the blood, sweat, and tears. If you're tempted and you're out and you want to buy something like let's say an expensive jacket and you have no self-control and you got to whip out your credit card and buy it, then just don't take out your credit card. Just shut up and walk away. Like that's my mentality with a lot of this stuff. But again, like there's a certain subset of the population that just needs that extra help. But I think at the end of the day, it's for most people more character building and and displays a better amount of self-control to just be able to resist this stuff on your own. But I know that's difficult and it's not the most popular opinion, but it's kind of same thing with like cold showers. Some people like do their 20 minutes of breath work and get all amped up and take all the supplements that allow them to like get in the cold shower, cold bath. And one of those guys who just says, dude, just shut up and get in the bath.